Okay, so uh, today we'll learn about how to insert a key element inside a single linked list. Uh, okay, so let us see how to do. So this is our task. So we have already done creating a list. Okay, now we are inserting an element in the list. So inserting in the list. A key element can be inserted. So what is a first of all key element and what is a front end and rear end, we'll see. Let us see. Yes, yes, suppose we have a linked list. Okay, yes, suppose this is our linked list. Our head node is at P, and then the intermediate node is Q, and the last node is the third node, and the next node will be, there will be nothing, so null. Okay, so suppose there are three nodes. So how can you say this is front end and this is rear end? Okay, so front end is where the list will start the first element in the list, and will start traversing from that node to till any node. Okay, so this is the start node of the list. Okay, and okay, so now then how to know what is a rear end? So P will be our front end, and so PQ, suppose the third node is R, so R node will be rear end. So rear end is a node where the next element or the next node will be null, the last node in the list. So you think like a train bogie. Okay, and train bogie. So this is our engine. P will be our engine, and R will be our last bogie. So P will be the front end, and R will be our last end. Okay. Yes. Now you know how to. Okay. Now let us start insert a key in the list. So how do you insert a key? Key is nothing but the data part of the node. So I want, suppose there are in the list there are a series of numbers. Okay, or like any random number, like 1, 4, 6, 10, like this, and I want to insert another element. Okay, key element, suppose with value 15 in the list. Okay, so how do you do that? So before inserting a key in the list, you have to make a node first, create a node with the value as data equal to 15. Then we have to insert in the list. So that is our key, inserting a key part. Now in the list there can be several places we can insert the key element in the list. One is at the front end, and one is at the ultimate end or the rear end. That is called front end and back end. And you can insert key also in between the nodes also. So this is there are three cases: insert at the beginning, insert at end, and insert in the intermediate node. So in the intermediate node, so you have to define position. How to define a position? Where you have to want to insert, that you can take from the user input. Okay. So today we will see there are two cases. One is insert at front end, insert at rear end. Now let us see how to insert at the front end. Suppose we have a list and we have a head node. Head node is nothing but the start node. So data, then next, and data, then next. there are two nodes in the head node. Okay, let us, this is a 14 data pad, and here we have 18 data pad. I want to insert a value, okay, age 20. Okay, so what do we want to insert at the beginning of the list? So this is our list. There are two nodes in the list. One is 14, then next node is 18, and next is null. So there are two nodes in the list. I want to insert at the beginning. So first of all, with what value? That is 20. So first of all, I will create a node with temp as node. Node temp. So I will assign this value as, okay, so here I will assign the value as temp dot data equal to 20, and then I will reassign this next value. Temp of next will go to head. Okay, so this arrow mark, this will point to the next address of the temp node, newly created node, that is temp node. Now our head node will be the initial the now temp node. So now the head, this head node will shift to this node. So our newly created node will be our head node, and I will simply return. Okay, let us try this in the program, how to do it. Insert a key in the list at the beginning or the front end. Okay, we go to the list. This is our already we have created a menu driven program. So there in the main, this is our class, and we have created a node. We have a switch case for creating a list display. Then you can take now insert and front, insert a key at front. So this is our third option, and final I will execute. So I will change this menu. First option is create a list, then display a list, then third insert at front. So similarly I will change this switch case program. Okay, I will put another case here, case 3. This is our case 4, case 3, insert at front. Which node will pass the start node. Okay, then I will return this node, then break, and I will write system.out.println Okay, now we will write a method for this option. Already we have a write case 1 for creating a list, case 2 for displaying a list. Now I will write case 3 insert at front. So I will create another method before this one. Insert at front. Probably node insert insert Now I will pass the list in the argument. So which list? The list with the first node or the initial node is head node. I will pass this one. Okay, fine. So now I will pass another element. Okay, better. So here I will take the input. Suppose I want to, which element I want to insert? Print ln, because all nodes are having integer values. Enter the key value. So this will be also key value. So key is equal to scanner class dot next info. Now okay, so we have taken the input from the console. Now the value is in the key. Now first of all I will create a temp node. Create a node with key value. So I will declare node temp equal to null. Okay, so here I will a new node. The temp data will be, okay, temp data will be our new value, that will be key. And now temp next will be head node. Okay, already you written. And initially this temp dot next will be null. Okay, when we are creating single node. Now since you are appending to this node to the list, so I will write temp next to head. Now I will return, yes, now my new head will be temp. And finally I will return this temp. Okay, head. Okay, I will return this head node. This is a simple case. So let us see. Okay, so let us run this. Okay, create a list. So how many nodes in the list? Suppose 3. Enter a value 2, then 3, then 4. Now I have created a list with 3 values 2, 3, 4. I want to display. Suppose 2. Now my list is like 2, 3 and 4. Now I want to insert a inserting at the key and the front. So I want to insert a value which having value 10. Okay, this has been inserted. Now I want to display the value, display the list. Okay, so now my new list will be 10, 2, 3 and 4. So this will be inserted at the beginning of the node. Okay, so this is our case for this one, inserted front with a key value, okay, in the existing list. Now let us see another option for inserted the rear end. So how to do that? So go to next slide. Okay, inserted the rear end. Suppose we have list with 2 nodes. One is head and the head will be the starting end node of the list. Okay, so in this list there are 2 nodes. Okay, suppose this is G12 and this is having value. So let us see 17. Now I want to insert a value. What value? Suppose 20 in the list at the rear end. So how to do? So first of all mm, I will create okay, I will start from head node. So this node I will start, and I don't know the rear end because I only know the head part of the beginning address of the node. I am at the engine side, at the engine of the train, but I don't know the what will be the last bogie. So how to go? I will go starting from engine end towards the rear end. How to go? How can I travel? I will use P is equal to head. I will start from engine, then P equals to P dot next. So each time I will jump to the next. I will go to next, then next. Okay, how do I know that when I will reach at the end? When P next will be null, then I will stop. Then I know I have reached there. Okay, and this is my rear end and the ultimum end. Now there I will keep that address P and create a node with a temp node with the value 20 and simply assign this P dot next will be temp and temp next will be null. Okay, so in the final what will I do? P of next, okay, this is it. Okay, P next will be temp. Temp already we have created the node, and then we'll write temp dot next will equal to null. That's it. So this will do the insert and key element with new value, that is 20 at the end of the linked list, single linked list. Okay, let us do this with a program. Okay, so in the list, so this will be our, there will be change. So let us see, in the fourth option I will write insert at rear end, and 5 will be our exit case. Okay, okay, the same class, in the same class, this is our class. I have created a node. Okay, and this is our class. I have initialized scanner class. Then I have written already 3 methods: display, create list, and then insert at front. Okay, now I write insert at rear end. So this is my menu driven program. I will change this one. So this will be my fifth case, and my new case will be case 4, where I will write system data out println inserting a key at the back end or at the rear end. Okay, now I will write insert at rear. I'll pass this head node, that will be a start node. So this start node is nothing but our this initial node of the list. Already we have done, and we have created with the list with this node. Okay, so this node I will pass as argument this the method for this method. Now I will write break. So this is our new case. Now similarly I will write a method for inserting a key at the rear list. Okay, now public static rear end. So let us return the head node. So this will return and insert at Yes, node head. Suppose my starting node will be head. So this is our method. We will add this method. So first of all, I am at the head node. So I will declare a node which will be equal to null. And similarly, I will declare another node temp is equal to null. Okay. Now P will be at head node initially. Okay. Now I will create a temp node first. System.out println. So this will ask this key, ask for key. This will ask for the key value. That value we want to insert into the list. The key value. So this will be key. I will call scanner class sc dot next. Okay. Now, yes. Now first of all, I will create a temp node. Temp is equal to new node. I will create object. Then temp dot data will be our key value, and you know temp of next will be null. Okay, this is our temporary node. We have created a new node, single node. Now this node I want to insert in the list. So this node is holding the value of key value that we have taken from the console. Okay. Now first of all, I will traverse from the head node to the last node. So how do we traverse? While p dot next is not null, I will traverse. So p equals to p dot next. P next. Okay. So now I will do nothing. I will just simply traverse. P will be next. Once I reach the end of the node, okay, so P next will be null. This is out of loop. The P of next will be temp, our newly created node. So this will append the temp node in the last node. So this will append temp node to the last or real end node, and finally I will simply return my head node. Okay, so that's it. So this is all about this code. So we just traverse the last node, it has reached, and then you will simply assign this p of dot next to the temp. So temp node already is created with the new key value, and yes, temp next will be already null. So no need to write that last rear the ultimate rear end will be temp node. Okay, now let us run this program. Anything we have missed? Okay, let's run this program and let us see. Okay, now there are 5 options. 1, create a list. 2, a display list. 3, insert at front, and 4 at insert a rear. So first of all, we create a list. So how many? Suppose 3. Suppose 15, 25, 24 and 21. Done. Let us see this. 2. Now 25 our first node, 24 and then 21. So now I want to insert at the rear end, for inserting at the rear end. Now suppose I want to insert 20. Already inserted, then I want to see the list. I will click the option 2, then yes. 25 is the first node, 24 is the second node, 21 the third node, and 20 is the last node. So in this list we have insert this node, this value, key value at the end using single linked list. Okay, so these are very straightforward program. Now next we will see insert at any position in the single list. Now we have to define what is the position. Okay, I will say after first node, somebody say in the middle of the list. What is the middle of the list now? Now somebody will ask at the third position from the starting end. Somebody will say at the sixth node from the rear end or the ultimum end of the list. So these are the various type of positions. So now we have to define a position. Okay, we will see in the next class, and any doubt you just ask.